Hi, third grade Falcons. It's me, Miss Land, and I'm going to go over some of your social studies pages for week 6, especially some of the vocabulary words that are going to be very important as you're completing this packet. Let me take you in and take a look at some of the pages you're going to be completing. So in the online, you have the words here on the bottom. If you are in the packet, your words are actually on the bottom of page 33, okay? So let's take a closer look at these words. You're going to be sorting these words, actually, let's look at them, into money comes, that's the money that you get, and money goes. That's the money that we use. So which of these words give us an idea that we're going to get money, and which of these words give us an idea that we are using or spending or losing money? The first word is income. Income is the money that is coming in, right? So that is money that we get. Our income usually refers to the amount of money that we make from our job. So you'll notice it's in green because that's money that we're getting. So it's money that comes to us and we get to use it. Expenses is the money that's going out. Your expenses are the things that you have to pay for. Your rent, which is the money that you pay for the place that you live at. The food. Sometimes we have to pay for a cable or Netflix, or if we need to go to the grocery store and buy other things besides food, paper towels. Those are all expenses. When you're buying things, whether they're cheap or expensive, they are expenses. They are money that you are spending. The next word is payments, and payment is read just like expenses because it's money that's going out. It's not money that you're getting. It's money that you're maybe getting a goods or a service for that money that you're spending, but you have to pay to use those goods or services. So you may make a payment for your electricity. Your parents may make a payment on their car to help pay for their car. So expenses and payments are money that is going out, money that we use. Credits. When you have a credit, that means that's a certain amount of money that you have that you can spend. It may mean that you have paid too much on a bill, and so they're saying, oh, we owe you extra money. Or it could be a credit card that says, hey, you know what? You are doing such a good job. We will let you borrow this so you can spend this money. This next row is actually all kind of synonyms, all words that mean the same as income. Salary. Your salary is the amount of money that you are expected to make in a year. That's your salary. So that's money that your work says, we are going to pay you this much money. Your wages. Your wages is how much money they are expecting to pay you. Maybe it's per day or per an hour. So again, it's tied to the money that you get paid for work. Earnings, also a synonym for salary and wages because it's how much money you earned by doing a certain thing, by doing a work or a task or a chore, right? And payday, that's the day that you get paid for that work. So these are all kind of synonyms with income. All of these 5 words are kind of synonyms, very similar, just referring to slightly different ways to show that you are getting money. Debts. Your debts are the money that you owe, the money that you have to pay someone else. Again, you'll notice this word is in red, so this is money that is going out. Your debts are the money that you owe someone else. Spending, right? You're spending money. That means that you're using it. You may spend money to buy something you want. You may spend money to buy things that you need. Either way, though, you're spending that money and you're using it, so it's no longer in your pocket or in your bank account. Next is taxes. Taxes is another way that we have to pay money usually. There may be at certain part of the year when we do our full taxes, they may decide, oh, you paid too much taxes, and they may give us some money back. But throughout the whole year, we're paying taxes. When you go to the store and you buy something, or even when you've gone to the book fair, they always remind you that you have to include taxes. And then those taxes you pay because they help pay for other things that the state does for us, the police departments, the schools, to keep the roads up. That taxes are used to help maintain the things in our community. Donations. Now, donations are a good thing, and you're giving money to somebody else, and you're doing it not because they said you had to pay them, or not because you had an expense or they're going to do something for you. When you make a donation, you are using money or giving money to someone or something that is in need. So it's a nice thing to do, but again, it's money that you're using and therefore losing. That's money that you no longer have in your bank account. So these terms, again, you're going to have to sort them into those two categories. If you're in the packet, those words are on page 33, and they're already marked with an addition sign or a subtraction sign. That'll help you sort. Okay. Your next page, your slide will look like this. If you're in the packet, it's on page 34. And again, here's some very important vocabulary words. And you need to sort these vocabulary words to find their matching definition. So our first vocabulary word is goods. Goods are things you can buy or consume, such as food, books, or toys. So goods are the things that you buy. Services is something someone does for you. So again, you're buying something, but you're paying money for someone to do something. For example, maybe you pay for somebody to wash your car. They are doing you a service by washing your car. You pay someone to cut your hair. You pay the doctor to check to see if you are healthy. Wants. Things that people would like to have, but it's just for enjoyment. It's just for enjoyment. It's not something that, you're going to die without, or something that you can't live without. Your wants are just the things that you want. And obviously, the next row, your needs are the things that you require for survival. The things that you need, if you didn't have them, food, water, shelter, if you didn't have those things, you would not be able to survive the way that you do. Your wants are those other things. Oh, I want a PlayStation. I want to be able to play Fortnite. I want to be able to swim in a swimming pool, right? Those are your wants, which are slightly different than the things that you need. Okay. So you can do this. Like I said, this is the answers basically for page 34 if you're in the packet. Your day 3 activity is to fill in kind of a plan of your future. You are going to pretend that it is 20 years from now. So if you're 8 years old or 9 years old, you're going to think about what are you going to be doing when you're 28 years old or 29 years old. And I want you to list at least 3 things that you think you're going to need in 20 years and 3 things you think you're going to want in 20 years, right? Right now, one of your wants might be a new computer to play, or a PlayStation, or a ginormous television, right? That might be a lot different in 20 years. What are your wants going to be then? What are your needs going to be? What's your dream job in 20 years? What do you hope you're going to be doing in 20 years for a job? And for fun, what do you think you're going to want to do for fun in 20 years? So here's an example. Maybe I want a fishing boat. I love going fishing. So when I'm older, I want to have my own boat. Or maybe for fun, you're like, oh, I want to be able to go to the movies. I love getting to go to the movies. And I think as an adult, it's going to be all kinds of great movies I can go see. Or maybe it's simply something as easy as eating out. I love it when my family gets to eat out. When I'm 28 years old, I want to eat out a lot for fun. Okay. So it can be a wide range of things. It can be big things like your own fishing boat or a mansion, but it's for fun though. So that might be a wants is your mansion. What you do for fun might be redecorating your mansion, right? Or it can be something simple like eating out. All right. Your day 4 activity is to find a job. So you're kind of going to play around with a scenario where you have just gone to a new planet and you are now 28 or 29 years old and you're going to select a job. And you have to look at the details of this job. So we have 3 choices. We have a mover, a helper, and a creator. And I want to really encourage you not to just look at the salary of this job, how much money a mover makes, how much money a helper makes, how much money a creator makes, but also looks, what does a mover have to do? What does a helper have to do? What does a creator have to do? And finally, what do you have to be good at in order to get that job? What types of things are your boss going to be looking for when they hire you for that job? Okay. And you're going to select which job you think would be the best pick for you. If you're on the computer, you're going to be moving this red circle around the job that you have selected. If you're in your paper packet on page 36, you're just going to go ahead and circle it with your pencil. On the bottom half of the paper or on the next slide of the online part is a few questions. They want you to tell us, which job did you want? So that's the one that you circled, right? Which job did you choose? Why do you want this job? What was it in the descriptions that made you go, ooh, yes? Was it the money? Was it the things that you got to do? Was it the characteristics that they said would be good for that job? And the last question, how do you know you can do this job? What is it about the job description? What is it up here that makes you know you can do that job? Right? Oh, I love being creative. I love learning, right? Maybe that's something that made you say, yes, that's the one for me. All right. So that took you through all of the pages that you're going to complete this week for social studies. Um, If you have any questions, please make sure you reach out to your teachers. The information that you fill out this week on those pages or those slides is going to help you with next week's also. So if there's something that you don't understand, please make sure you either watch through this video one more time or reach out to your teacher so that they can explain it. Because like I said, we're going to be building the stuff that you choose this week is going to be used next week as we continue our future planning. You're going to make a future budget and all kinds of cool things based off of the information that you planned here and the job that you selected. So it's going to be very fun as we learn about economics and make a plan for the future. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great afternoon or evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.